tell you the fight that I'm really looking forward to, because I don't know what's going to happen, is Khamzat versus Strickland. I'm very interested in that fight. Strickland is a fucking nightmare standing up.
For sure.
He's a nightmare.
For sure.
When he did a Fluffy Hernandez, I was like, holy shit, man.
The body shot, the finish. But he made Fluffy fight. You know, he fights at a slower pace. He has his own pace in there, and he kind of forces the other guy to fight. His opponent has to fight this pace with him. I think the best chance is to blitz him, do unorthodox things, because he wants to jab, circle, throw a kick, jab, circle. He keeps a very slow pace. He's not sprinting or trying to blast you out of there. He just chips away, high guard, good shell.
Yeah, very good shell. His defense is extraordinary. Man, that motherfucker doesn't get tired in there.
Right.
And the Fluffy fight was like, I thought Fluffy was going to be a problem. I'm like, Fluffy's really good, man. You think he submitted Adolfo Vieira. He's got all this fucking crazy cardio. He puts a pace on guys, and Strickland made it look like he just did not belong in there.
By the way, Khamzat, what do you think about Khamzat? Khamzat.
He's a great fighter.
Yeah.
He's a good fighter. Yeah.
Who do you think if him and Strickland fight, who do you think wins?
Oh, Khamzat.
I think Sean wins that.
Yeah? You think so?
Yeah, I do. I want him to.
If Khamzat literally was taken down with ease and just bullying him, I mean, then it's... But it's hard to picture Sean just getting fucked up. Just we've seen him fight so many times, and no one really ever, even when he have close fights, he's never getting his ass kicked. So I'm excited for that fight.
I think knocked out though.
Huh?
Did he get knocked out?
Nah.
By prayer?
No, yeah, he did. Fucking left hook to the chin.
Marvov, I know Marvov beat Kyle Bohayo, but when you look at it, Strickland's already beaten Marvov. Yeah, it was a while ago, but a win's a win. And he just put a beat down and a stoppage on Fluffy, right? Marvov beat Kyle Bohayo by decision, and we all know this sport's about what have you done for me lately. There is a backstory between Chimaev and Sean Strickland. They have trained with one another. There's a bit of shit talk. There's going to be bad blood. We know that the lead up to the fight will be goddamn insane, right? Chimaev doesn't hold back. He talks shit, but in a kind of reserved way, but like he truly believes in himself. And Sean Strickland is just going to go on the full offensive. We know that. He's going to be talking some crazy shit. Dana even joked about it on the little show that we did there. He said they're going to need extra security for that fight during the fight week, leading up to the fight, after the fight, in the fight. It's going to be a mad one because Sean Strickland doesn't hold back. And you know what? Even if you don't like the shit that he says, you have to appreciate the entertainment value that he brings to the table. And then on top of that, the performances inside the octagon. That one against Fluffy, that was a different show.
Khamzat Chimaev versus Sean Strickland is one of those rare matchups where no one seems to agree on how it will play out, and that's exactly what makes it so exciting. Some fans and analysts believe Chimaev's elite wrestling and grappling make the outcome obvious, while others are confident that Strickland has the mindset and style to turn it into a completely different kind of fight where his strengths take over. The opinions are scattered across every possible scenario, which only adds to the intrigue. This is the kind of fight that has everyone talking, from coaches to fighters, all trying to predict the key moments that could ultimately decide it. Clip.
And against Chimaev, we've seen him when he has faced adversity, and while he has been able to pass those tests, it still does seem to fatigue him and confuse him when he is in those situations because he's so used to being the hammer and not the nail. Again, I think that from a matchup standpoint, it's going to be really interesting to see, really, like I said, the first couple of minutes of this fight to see if Chimaev is able to implement his game plan. Because if not, I think it's going to be a really interesting fight and a fight that Sean Strickland can win despite the long odds.
Yeah, I mean, there's a possibility Khamzat just goes out there, takes him down, and dominates him, right? So we're going to see where he's at. But the other thing with Sean Strickland is he's a pretty big dude. We know Khamzat sort of, with cardio-wise, even with DDP towards the end, he was pretty tired. And Sean Strickland's cardio is through the roof, right? Like, he's go, 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 go. And he's going to, if you're standing with him, he's going to take up that octagon. He's going to push you back. He's so tiring to fight against when it comes to everybody in the division, right? It's just hard to fight him. So if it's really going to test Khamzat's cardio, if it's standing for a couple of rounds even, to see where he's at. I feel like it's going to answer a few questions for us if Sean can stop the...
Sean O'Malley shared his perspective by focusing on the grappling difference between the two fighters. He acknowledged that Sean Strickland is not weak on the ground and has solid defensive grappling, but the real concern is whether he has ever faced someone who applies non-stop pressure like Khamzat Chimaev. The bigger question, however, is whether Chimaev can maintain that same intensity over 5 rounds, especially if Strickland keeps getting back up after every takedown. Repeatedly taking someone down who refuses to stay down is exhausting, and that constant effort can drain even the best fighters. This is where cardio and endurance could play a huge role in shifting the momentum of the fight.
Okay, first title defense against Sean Strickland, has Sean Strickland ever fought a really, really strong wrestler?
I looked through his resume and he has not.
Not really fought a strong wrestler, but he's known for having really good grappling, really good takedown defense, but there's just different fucking levels of grappling, and Khamzat is at the highest level. Like, I mean him and Islam are the two. They're just so dominant in that aspect. Sean Strickland has great cardio. He's gonna show up ready to go. The question is, can Khamzat keep the pace of? He kept the pace against DDP, but he was able to take him down early and literally hold him down the whole time. That is fatiguing. He was able to do that. But what's more fatiguing is taking someone down, they get up. Taking someone down, they get up. You took him off 3-4 times in a round. That's gonna start to wear on Khamzat if Sean can get up. And that's going to be the question mark there. I feel like Khamzat's going to be able to get a hold of him. He's going to be able to take him down. But is he going to be able to do that over and over and over? Is he going to be able to finish him? I don't know.
Some analysts have even visualized how the fight could unfold round by round. The expectation is that Chimaev might dominate early, using his wrestling to control Strickland and impose damage. But as the fight progresses, things could start to change. If Strickland begins to read the takedowns and defend them more effectively, the fight could shift into a striking battle where he becomes more comfortable. We've seen similar scenarios before, where a high-level grappler controls the early rounds but begins to slow down, allowing the opponent to adjust and come back stronger. While Chimaev is expected to have early success, it's far from guaranteed that he can maintain that dominance throughout the entire fight.
Down, but is he going to be able to do that over and over and over? Is he going to be able to finish him? I don't know. I think, what would be absolutely epic is if Khamzat took him down first round, second round, beat his ass a little bit, and then Sean Strickland kind of started stuffing the shots in the third, and then started piecing him up in the fourth, and Strickland got it done. It would be fucking sweet. But we just saw Charles versus Max. Charles dominated. I mean, it's weird when you think of Charles, you don't think of like super great wrestler. A lot of his takedowns kind of come from body locks and trips from the body lock, which is great wrestling. But Max had never really fought like a super high level wrestler. Are we gonna see the same kind of thing play out where Khamzat takes him down and it's kind of the same fucking thing? I don't know. Super excited for that fight. Final prediction, don't have one because
Paul Felder pointed out that Sean Strickland has recently shown a more aggressive version of himself inside the octagon. Instead of relying only on his steady jab, he has started sitting down on his punches and throwing with more power, which could make a significant difference in this matchup. At the same time, Felder didn't overlook the major challenge that Chimaev's wrestling presents. He sees this fight as the perfect opportunity to test that aspect of Strickland's game. With Strickland carrying momentum and confidence, and Chimaev staying active and dangerous, this feels like a perfectly timed matchup with no outside complications, just a pure, competitive fight. Clip.
He looked great. He looked rejuvenated. He came out. He showed that power. He did all the things that we said, if Sean would only do this, and it's all the things that his coaches have been saying, if he would do this like he does in the gym, he's a world beater, and he looked like that. And there's history. He talked all the right shit about Chimaev, and it got him the fight. And I'm also happy to see that Chimaev ready to go, willing to take the fight.
Yep.
Things are in order. The middleweight division moving again, a contender, first a champ at the division. He's not moving up. There's no shenanigans. I was very pleased to see that it's moving that way.
Bisping took a more cautionary approach when analyzing the fight, emphasizing the danger for Strickland, especially in the early rounds. He highlighted how quickly things could go wrong if Chimaev manages to secure a takedown and establish a dominant position early. However, Bisping also made it clear that Strickland is not an easy fighter to control. He consistently works his way back to his feet and remains calm even in difficult situations. His toughness, durability, and refusal to give up make him a serious threat, even when he's under pressure. That resilience could play a crucial role in how the fight unfolds over time.